Hi there, and welcome to Season Ewa, the platform where we speak truth to power. Just a quick update on this. There was a recent ruling. The local government autonomy was the bill was passed. What that essentially means is that now the local government are now in law and constitutionally able to receive funds from the Federal Accounts Allocation Committee every month directly, rather than the money going to the state government and then being left for the state government to decide how the local government will get the money. What was happening was that the local government was actually at one point, the state government was appointing on elected officials to disburse the funds, unelected, and that of course has led to many of the issues that has meant the real underdevelopment of the local government areas. A good development, something with support in that way, but it actually highlights something that I've been saying on this platform all the while, and that is this: the need for the people who are ultimately the sovereigns, i.e., you and I, the need for us to collectively exercise that sovereignty, it cannot be overemphasized. Yeah, the government they'll make all that promise. As you've seen, those who are in government that they made promises, they haven't fulfilled it. The reason why they haven't fulfilled any of the promises is because consistently we the people, we have been put in the dark as to the powers that we possess as sovereigns in that country. In fact, indeed, in the whole of Africa. And we've never fully understood those powers and how to use those powers to collectively hold those we elect into office to account. Hence why we're now doing that now. Um, as you all know, this platform, Citizen Network, the platform where we speak truth to power, has really been about encouraging people to know their rights as sovereigns. There are key things that I want you to remember in this discussion. One, you are a sovereign. If you're an African, you're a sovereign. Two, you have authority. And finally, three, you have power. SAP, sovereignty, authority, and finally, power. You have those three, and we're doing a lot to try and encourage and empower you. As you all know, we're working on a situation where 55 African countries will have their English, French, Portuguese, and maybe sometimes Arabic, depending on if you're in the northern part of Africa. They have the constitution in those four languages, many of which are not in our local languages, which means that we, the people, are removed from from participating in our governance. Now, I'll give you a good example. In Nigeria, for example, we have the constitution in English. It's not been translated into Yoruba or Igbo or Hausa. What we're doing, we started doing that, and we're translating key sections in particular into Yoruba language, so that the people can know their powers and how to use those powers. I've got the Nigerian Constitution translated up to section 53. I need to do some more, but it's a lot of things that we're doing at the minute, and we'll build up as we're going along. Um, and maybe through all the process of donations and things, we'll be able to carry out that work quite well and get it done, and then disseminate it into the local communities in the local languages. So, I'll give you an example. Section 14.2 in the Nigerian Constitution goes like this: 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. Now, that's the powers that the people possess. But because it's in English, many don't understand it, particularly in our villages. They have no idea what that means and how that impacts their lives. Now, sorry about this. Let me just quickly make this clearer. Sorry. Sometimes you do get yeah. So the people in the communities will not know what that means in the villages, in the hinterlands. They will not know what that means in English. They may know some broken English, but they don't understand the word. For example, sovereignty, what does it mean? And that's why I keep talking about people to understand sovereignty is Obalashe, but I'll tell you more about that. Now, let's quickly do the translation of what I just read in English into Yoruba. Ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn ènìyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tíjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. That's section 14.2a in Yoruba language. One more time, 14.2a. Abala kẹrìnlá ẹsẹ̀ kejì a ó lọ báyìí. Ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn ènìyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tíjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. So you can see now, straight translation from sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority, into Yoruba language. I've translated it there. So, and what the key words that you will hear is that sovereignty is Oba Lashe. We, the people, are sovereign. Two, Ashe, the authority. Authority is Ashe. Finally, the third one, power, Agbara, power, Agbara. So we have that in our local languages. So people can pick on those three in their local language and understand and connect themselves to the powers that has been previously expressed only in English. That is the key thing we're trying to do here, so that you can be empowered from within your community to know that you have rights to hold your government to account. Now, how do you go ahead and hold them to account? Section 14.2c states, the participation by the people in their government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. So again, we're going to do a straightforward translation into Yoruba language. Abala kẹrin ẹsẹ̀ kejì sí olùbáyìí. Ìkópa àwọn ènìyàn nínú ìjọba gbọ́dọ̀ rí dájú ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn òfin orílẹ̀-èdè. Ìkópa àwọn ènìyàn nínú ìjọba wọn gbọ́dọ̀ rí dájú ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn òfin orílẹ̀-èdè. So it is essentially telling you that as a sovereign, you have the right to participate in your governance. You participate. How do you participate? By questioning those in government, because you have the powers of sovereignty to hold them to account. Using Section 14.2c to participate. The Participation Act, the act of participation involves you questioning your local government chairman, your state house of assembly member, your house of reps, your senators, your governors, questioning them. Where are the funds? Who are the contractors? What is left? And as a sovereign, they must answer you. And that's why we translate it into local languages. So 14.2c in Yoruba again, we'll go like this. Abala kẹrin ẹsẹ̀ kejì sí. Ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn ènìyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tíjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè ìgbà gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. And all of this is what we want to do, the same translation right across the whole of Africa in 55 countries. We need your help. We need you to help us. Donations, I'll see if I can put the link up. When I go on a live broadcast, you'll see the link for the donations. And you can also gift us. Best way you can help us on TikTok, subscribe. On YouTube, subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more we're able to have fun to do the things we need to do. And of course, when we go live, we welcome gifts, and those kind of things, and sharing it as well. Sharing the broadcast, very, very important. So whilst we are in support, and it's great that the government has done this, ultimately, we are the sole monitors of the government. The only people that can keep the government in check at all levels are we, the citizens, by having monthly meetings where we call them the monthly town hall meetings, where you call your local government chairman, state house of assembly member, your house of reps, your senators, and governors to a meeting to account for the budget or funds that they received for your local government to use to improve your infrastructure. It is your right to question them. So that's why I'm saying, despite this law being passed, ultimately, we must participate. Our role is very key. Without our role, without that functioning, you will not have good governance. And I have evidence of this, because this is exactly what they're doing in Finland. In Finland, the people's participation, they've translated the language, the constitution into the local languages. And that has meant now people know what the laws are, and it makes it difficult for corruption to take place. So what are your thoughts on this? Let's have your thoughts. I'm probably going to use this backdrop as what I'll be using for my live broadcast shortly, but I wanted to talk about this first. Let me know your thoughts, and please support us. Donate, subscribe, follow, and also I'd like to say thank you so very much. We now have 25,000 followers on TikTok. We are so grateful. Thank you so much. And in my language, we say this word, Eshe Adupe, which means thank you so very much. We are grateful. And please continue to support us, help us reach more people. What are your thoughts on what you just had? You're, of course, watching Citizen Wide, the platform where we speak truth to power about Latron. Please do share. Leave a comment. And don't forget, we welcome you to please subscribe to us on TikTok. Please, we do need that support. And of course, we welcome gifts and donations. Thank you so much. I'll be back later on. Thank you, and bye for now. Bye for now.